Before we get into the video, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. I mean, come on, what are you doing if you're not subbed to me by now? My content is fire, from stop motions, news videos, reviews, music occasionally. All my social media accounts are linked down below, and now, let's get straight to it. What's up, you guys? Thank you for clicking on this video. As you can tell by the title, I have a little bit of another thing that I want to discuss. Again, it's just another one of those unedited videos where I'm talking to you guys, me and you. You know, I'm just rambling away here. So I just really want repaints that are absolutely insane. I mean, I know we get that, we've had that with the Diaclone stuff, the G2 subline that just dropped. I'm looking at my notes here for this video. There's the Beast Wars repaints that we've gotten, like, you know, the toy accurate color schemes, Grimlock, Beast Wars 2 Skywarp, that sort of stuff we've gotten, you know, pretty much since forever. But I'm talking that 2000s era, late 90s, 2000s, all the way into the early 2010s, where Hasbro was just doing whatever they wanted with Transformers, and they were not afraid to experiment and give us new things, new paint applications, new characters based off of these crazy repaints. I'm going to give you guys some examples that I typed out here. It's a little bit long because I want to list some amazing freaking repaints from my childhood and probably from a lot of other childhoods that are watching this video. So get ready here. Overkill, Jetstorm, Cannonball, Buzzsaw, Long Rack, Dive Bomb, Recon Barricade, Jungle Bone Crusher, Big Daddy. Big Daddy. Bacon burger. The many RAD 2001 repaints from Beast Machines and Beast Wars. Excellion, Ratchet, Yellow Optimus from Universe 2003. Silverbolt from Universe 2003. Drop Shot from Universe 2.0 2008. I mean, these are some classic legendary repaints that were really out there at the time when they came out. And, you know, today, 15, 20 years later, they're talked about in the fandom, you know, the hardcore fandom, not, you know, the mainstream fandom, because they probably wouldn't know about freaking Overkill and Dive Bomb, you know. So, the hardcore fandom that really knows repaints and history of Transformers, people talk about this online. I see the comments. I talk with other Transformers fans occasionally about this era of Transformers, and people miss this. I mean, if Hasbro were to bring back these wacky repaints, I'm sure they would sell pretty well, like all these other crazy unreleased G2 repaints, Diaclone repaints that they've been doing the past few years. And I'm not just talking about, I want to make this clear, because I know some people will probably get confused and tell me down in the comments like, oh, but we already have crazy repaints still going on in mainline generations. I know, I gave some examples in this video, like the G2 subline, Diaclone stuff, etc. But I want original repaints we've never even seen before, not stuff based off of an unreleased figure from 25, 30 years ago. I'm talking straight from the creatives at Hasbro, the modern day designers. What crazy repaints do they want to do for modern times? That's what I want to see. I know that may not happen for however many more years. I mean, it still seems like we're in that era of Transformers where they just want to do, you know, the mainstream G1 stuff, but change, you know, minor story details here and there just to refreshen it a little bit for a new audience, but still keeping, you know, the same typical tropes with Transformers that we've been getting pretty much since. If you heard a noise, my AC just turned on, so there's that. What was I saying? Pretty much the same tropes that we've been getting since the 2007 movie, you know, to, what's it called? Unify the brand, and Hasbro's still trying to write off the success of the live-action movies, but I'm sure that this era of, you know, G1 but different is going to come to an end, and when it does, I want them to return to these crazy, wacky, and original repaints that we've never even seen before. Repaints, crazy repaints to the point where we're talking about them 15, 20 years later like we are now, saying Man, I wish we got repaints like that nowadays. Man, we don't see repaints like that too often. Those types of repaints, the ones that I listed, I'm forgetting a ton of others, and I didn't list a ton of others that I wanted to list because, you know, I'm not just gonna sit here in this video and name a bunch of obscure repaints that a lot of people watching this video probably don't even remember. But you know, besides the crazy ones that I would like to see new versions of, or just different repaints in general that we've never seen before, I want to list as well some repaints that were made in the past that were released, and I don't know if I had any that were unreleased on this list. I don't think so. I think there were a couple BotCon exclusive repaints on here that I want to see in the main line, which they've been doing over the past couple of years, giving us BotCon repaints that normally we would have to pay $100, $200 on eBay for, but now the good designers at Hasbro, the Transformers fans that they are, they're giving us BotCon repaints of the newer figures, you know, like with Sandstorm. What was another? There was another BotCon. There were another couple recent ones that they just did that I'm forgetting. But I remember Beast Wars Sandstorm was definitely one of them. I got them on one of my shelves over there. But I'm going to list some ones that I still think need to be repainted and put out for the new generation, so we're not spending upwards of $80, $100 for on figures from 15, 20 years ago. So I'm going to start this list off here again. Universe Optimus Primal, Machine Wars, Starscream, and King Atlas, which, if you guys don't know by now, it would be from the Prime Skyquake mold. People have been talking about the potential reuses of the Skyquake mold for almost a year now, and it's pretty obvious that at some point we're going to get a Machine Wars Starscream, a Universe King Atlas, and more than likely, out of all of them, a G1 Skyquake, either repaint or retool. So I would love to see those two from Skyquake. Machine Wars Soundwave from Earthrise Double Dealer. That's a mold that I'm pretty sure Hasbro has not repainted or retooled at all. And it's a really underrated leader class mold for the modern era. I think out of all the leader class figures we've gotten over the past few years in this new era of making leader class figures more so about, you know, the design quality and engineering rather than size of the figure, I think Double Dealer has been one of the best, probably a top 3 or top 5 in my opinion, along with some of the Studio Series 86 Dinobot figures. And if you look at Machine Wars Soundwave and you compare it with the design of G1 Double Dealer, they're really similar, and I could see Soundwave either being repainted from that mold or slightly retooled or heavily retooled, however they want to do it. And Mark, who is, I think, the lead designer at Hasbro or something like that, he said before that he's wanted to do a Machine Wars subline, so I'm banking on Machine Wars Starscream and Soundwave being in that potential subline one day, and I would really love it. Going on with this list, Cryotech, which would be a repaint from the recently released Transmo 2 Megatron. I think we desperately need that. For my RAD 2001 fans and just 2000's Transformers fans in general, you'll remember that Cryotech repaint was absolutely legendary and still lives up to this day. Fractal and Pack Rat, which are other BotCon figures that I think they should really redo for the modern era. I think there were rumors or either listings for them as Amazon exclusives, and this was a leak like a year or 2.5 years ago, and we still haven't heard about those yet, so I don't know what's going on with that. A GTS Override would be great repaint. Bug Bite from Waspinator, which was a reference to the GoBots character and also a reference to the G1 repaint of Bumblebee from, what was that, Shattered Glass or something like that. Universe Ramjet, which would be a repaint or a retool with a new head of the new Armada Starscream. Megazeric from Armada Megatron. Armada Nemesis Prime would be absolutely freaking amazing. I think that is one of the best iterations of Nemesis Prime ever in Transformers history. Powerlinks Optimus Prime and Starscream. I put these in there, but I'm pretty sure they're rumored for a release next year, so I'm not too sure when those are going to come out, but I think they're rumored last time I remember for like a leak or something. Yeah, those are the ones that I remembered off the top of my head that I really want to get done. I'm forgetting some. I'm sure I'm forgetting some of your personal favorites. Again, I don't want to list like 50 repaints in one video here. That's not what I came to do. What I came to do is bring you guys to the attention that these repaints were carrying the 2000s in our childhood. I mean, really, it gave us a lot of new, cool characters that we remember today as like these obscure background characters sometimes, or they were main characters in like an exclusive comic sometimes, or they actually were in the cartoon but they were used as like background models. I'm looking at you, Cybertron, Longrack, and Buzzsaw. But the whole point of this video is I don't want to talk too much longer. I really want to see the absolutely insane, obscure, and crazy repaints come back. Original repaints that we've never seen before in the Transformers history. And also updated repaints from Universe, Cybertron, Unicron Trilogy, Beast Wars that we've been getting for the past few years since we've been getting these updates. But I just want to bring you guys... I just want to tell you guys some ones that I think we really need, and I'm sure a lot of you guys watching this will agree with the ones that I listed that I would love to see updated with the molds that we've already gotten. If you noticed, I didn't list repaints of figures that we haven't gotten updated yet in the modern era. It's just been figures that we've already gotten, or figures that could be used for a character like Machine Wars Starscream and Soundwave and King Atlas. But yeah, that's pretty much all I want to talk about in this video. I hope a lot of you guys watching, or pretty much all of you guys, agree with me. And if you don't, let me know down in the comments below. What do you guys think should be done with these repaints going forward? Do you guys want this era and style of repaints to return fully? And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Bye!